What if there were an object capable of bridging the gap between what we consider real and the incomprehensible? An artifact that not only defies logic, but also plays with the fabric of our consciousness? Picture a mask, seemingly harmless, yet carrying a story that makes your palms sweat and your heart race. Today we'll delve into the mysteries surrounding the so-called enchanted alien mask. Are we dealing with a simple myth, or is it something far deeper and more unsettling? It all began with an online auction. A peculiar item surfaced on a site known for antiques and oddities. Its description was brief but captivating. Mask of unknown origin. Legend says it doesn't belong to this world. It was made of an unusual material, seemingly shifting between metal and something organic, almost as if it were alive. Intricate geometric patterns adorned its surface, glinting faintly under certain lights as though they held some ancient code. It was as if, by merely looking at it, a part of your mind whispered questions that should never be asked. The mask was purchased by a researcher named Daniel Grayson. Daniel wasn't just a scientist. He was obsessed with uncovering evidence of extraterrestrial life. When he received the mask, he noticed it emitted a faint, almost imperceptible hum, like a whisper. He began documenting his observations in a journal. At first, they were simple notes about the mask's structure and material, but over time, his entries grew strange, almost disturbing. Day 7. I feel like the mask is watching me. I know it's irrational, but I can't shake the feeling. Day 12. I had a dream. The mask was floating in a dark void, and a voice told me it was a key to infinity. In the days that followed, Daniel started experiencing peculiar sensations. He claimed he could hear sounds no one else could, echoes perhaps from a distant universe. He also began noticing slight shifts in reality around him, objects subtly changing position, shadows that seemed to move on their own. Scientific analyses of the mask yielded inconclusive results. Experts couldn't identify its material, something that didn't fit within the periodic table. Stranger still, under a microscope, the patterns on its surface appeared to move, almost imperceptibly as if alive. Daniel intensified his experiments. He subjected the mask to tests involving radiation, magnetism, and advanced chemical analysis. What he discovered only deepened the mystery. The mask interacted with its environment in unpredictable ways. Under certain lighting conditions, it projected images onto walls, geometric shapes that expanded and contracted as if breathing. It also seemed to respond to human emotions, its faint glow intensifying when Daniel felt nervous or curious. Daniel's curiosity turned into obsession. Ignoring warnings from friends and colleagues, he decided to wear the mask. When he did, he fell into a trance. His eyes glazed over, and he remained silent for hours. When he finally removed it, his first words were, "They are here. They always have been." In the days that followed, Daniel changed. It was as if he existed in two places at once, speaking of concepts far beyond human understanding. He filled page after page of his journal with frenzied notes, diagrams that defied logic, descriptions of worlds beyond our own, and fragments of an alien language he claimed to have heard through the mask. His friends said he wasn't the same person anymore. Daniel described a surreal experience. When he wore the mask, he was transported to a place he called the core of infinity. It was a void, yet brimming with information, as if all the answers of the universe lay there, waiting to be unraveled. But the connection came at a cost. Daniel began to suffer from hallucinations. He saw tall, slender beings in his home, creatures seemingly composed of light and shadow. He also heard voices warning that the mask wasn't a gift, but a trap, a way to open doors that were never meant to be opened. According to him, the mask didn't just connect worlds, it brought them dangerously close. He felt as though he were being watched, not just by unseen entities, but by something greater, a constant gaze emanating from the very fabric of the universe. This is where the story takes an even darker turn. One day, Daniel vanished. His home was left untouched, but something was off. The walls were covered in geometric drawings identical to the patterns on the mask. In the center of the main room, the mask lay untouched, as if waiting for its next bearer. In a drawer, his final journal was discovered. The last entry read, "I am no longer myself. Something has taken over. I can't resist any longer." Over the years, the mask changed hands many times, always accompanied by inexplicable events. Stories included disappearances, bouts of madness, and even mysterious deaths. In one famous case, an archaeologist who acquired it claimed to hear whispers during excavations. Days later, he was found wandering aimlessly in a distant desert, with no memory of how he got there. Some believe the mask is an alien artifact left on Earth by an ancient civilization. Others suggest it's a human creation, the result of experiments that should never have been conducted. Still, others argue it's a cursed object, tied to a forgotten ritual. Each new theory only deepens the mystery, leaving humanity both intrigued and fearful. Science has also tried to explain the unexplainable. Some researchers speculate the mask might contain programmable nanomaterials or technologies that directly interface with the human nervous system. Others propose it emits frequencies that alter perception. Yet none of these theories can dispel the visceral sense that something is profoundly wrong with it. Thermal imaging revealed that the mask emitted a peculiar heat, not constant, but rhythmic, like a heartbeat. But the ultimate question remains, could this mask be a doorway? And if so, what exactly is it connecting to our world? Could it be linked to a parallel dimension, an alien civilization, or something even stranger? Perhaps it serves as a reminder that there are forces in the universe we are still incapable of comprehending, forces that challenge not just our understanding of reality, but what it means to be human. Some scholars have hypothesized that if it is a doorway, it might not only open in one direction, it could also be an invitation. In the end, the mask remains an enigma, a link between the known and the unknown. And perhaps that's what draws us to it, the idea that even in a world where everything seems to have an explanation, there is still room for the inexplicable. After all, what would our existence be without a touch of mystery? Could the mask be a reminder that no matter how much we progress, we are still apprentices in a vast and unknown universe? If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more mysteries of the universe and the depths of the human mind, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out another video that's appearing on your screen right now. See you there, or maybe not.